Παλαιστινίων, δηλώνει ο Ισραηλινός πρέσβης στην Κύπρο. Μιλώντας αποκλειστικά στο Σίγμα και στον αρχισυντάκτη Κυριάκο 56, ο Όρεν Ανόλικ αμφισβητεί τα στοιχεία για τον αριθμό των νεκρών αμάχων που δημοσιεύουν οι Παλαιστινιακές αρχές, οι οποίες ελέγχονται από τη Χαμάς. Εξηγεί επίσης τους λόγους κλιμάκωσης των επιχειρήσεων.
Mr. Ambassador, thank you for being here and to have this interesting discussion and answer some of our questions. So let's start off with the recent developments, and I would like to ask why Israel resumed large-scale airstrikes now in Gaza?
Oh, it's a very simple answer. No, it's been more than 2 weeks since the first phase of the ceasefire came to an end. And we found ourselves in a deadlock, in an impasse, in which on the one side, no more hostages were released by Hamas. On the other end, we cannot keep on fighting. There were several attempts to get this negotiation going on. There were some proposals made by the American Special Envoy, Mr. Witkoff. Israel accepted those proposals to try to extend the ceasefire. Hamas rejected them. So we cannot continue like this for a long time. We resumed the intensive fighting to achieve the goals of this war. I mean, we went to this war, just to remind everybody, this was not Israel's choice to go to this war. We were attacked by Hamas on October 7th, an attack that the purpose of it was to try to bring about the destruction of Israel. This is the goal of Hamas. This hasn't changed. They keep on saying we want to do another October 7, and they were actually preparing for another attack on Israel. We want to make sure that Hamas is no longer the ruler of Gaza. We want to take out its military and government capabilities. We want to release all of our hostages. We still have 59 hostages held by Hamas in horrible conditions, and we want to make sure that Gaza is no longer a threat to Israel.
So at the moment, we understand that there's a lot of possibility for a ceasefire, because you agreed on a 3-phase ceasefire with Hamas 16 days ago. Where are we going now?
We are not against any kind of a deal that will let us get our hostages being released. It depends on what is this deal and what it includes. We understand very well that without putting military pressure on Hamas, Hamas is not going to budge, is not going to agree to anything. Therefore, you can also see this as part of the effort to create a change in Hamas, and that hopefully will also allow for a deal to be achieved to release those hostages. The Prime Minister was very clear. He said the negotiation will continue under fire.
According to the Palestinian authorities, more than 400 have been killed and hundreds more injured. The casualties include some high-ranking Hamas officials, but according to them, also many civilians, including women and children. Do you confirm this?
Of course I don't confirm this, and I strongly suggest nobody to confirm this. You spoke about Palestinian authorities. This is not Palestinian authorities. This is the Hamas Ministry of Health. And we know from the past that they are always exaggerating with the numbers, without the numbers.
Do you see that there are also civilians killed as well?
No, I've been saying it many times. Unfortunately, in wars, also, people that are not involved might get killed. There's a huge difference between the situation in which people might get killed because of an attack and do you target those people. Israel is operating according to international law. We do not target civilians. This is not the goal.
Do you have your own numbers on casualties? Do you try to monitor whether in one operation you had casualties of civilians? Do you have numbers to back up your claim that
I cannot give numbers. I don't have the exact numbers. No, among other things, we are not there on the ground capable of going and see exactly how many people died or in this attack.
They move one step further. They even say about a genocide, which obviously you deny.
It's more than just denying. This is like an insult. It's offensive to say something like this. No, the Jewish people was a real victim of genocide when there is a systematic effort to try to kill as many people as possible. This is very much not what is happening in Gaza right now. If this was the case, you know how many people would have been dead in Gaza right now? I mean, it's just ridiculous to come and make those accusations. But calling this a genocide is an insult to common sense and to international law.
Αισιόδοξος εμφανίστηκε ο Ντόναλντ Τραμπ μετά